What's up, guys? Today is a really good day. I'm super excited. We got a new trail coming in here at Chihuahua State Park. What's new about the location? This is basically where I almost always am for videos. But I'm really particularly excited about this new trail because it's one of my favorite types of mountain bike riding. We're putting in a dual slalom course here at Chihuahua State Park. For those of you who don't know what dual slalom is, basically it's just mirrored trails. Kind of similar to like BMX racing, except you're not all on the same track. So it's side-by-side mirrored trails, two races race down. That's kind of how you get your times. And getting to work on it is Michael Carnreich. He's back in town. He actually just moved like 2 weeks ago to Virginia, but he's back for this dual slalom build to help us get this thing going. So he's gonna be putting a lot of work in on this trail over the next few weeks. And then on July 7th, we're looking to have a grand opening like jam for the track. So keep an eye out on Camp's Instagram. They'll confirm really whether or not that's gonna happen. Totally dependent on weather because you need good weather for these tracks to run right. But other than that, we're gonna get out there, see what's going on with day one of the dual slalom build. So for those of you that are familiar with Chihuahua, the new trail is going in on line 4 of Rock Bottom, where kind of the flow trail was. That is all gonna be replaced with dual slalom. So day one of the build, the first thing of course is mapping out the trail. You might be able to hear it, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you can hear the skid steer working in the back. We're actually gonna come through this area at some point, but he's working a little bit lower on the course right now. Just getting a lot of it cleared out. Basically just getting everything from top to bottom opened up to be ready to get built on.
Bring this dirt down, bring it out through this way, dump it, and then dump it.
Current order of business is we are stacking berms. So we got like 5 sets in, and then we're gonna have these straights, and they're gonna have a bunch of features, rollers, tables, different stuff. But I think we're gonna get all the berms done first, get through all this, get to that main straight, do that, and then we'll come in and start packing all of it. But just getting everything set.
I went down about halfway.
Second day, first day building features. How was it?
It was good. The turns are coming along real nice. They're nice and tall, which is a good thing because small turns suck.
You heard it here first, small turns suck.
So the main objective with a tall turn, and the tighter they are, they're not too tight, but like you said, you can push into them quite a bit and gain some speed in your turns.
Pumping the turns?
Pumping the turns.
What's the plan for tomorrow?
Weather permitting, get out here first thing in the morning and continue on those upper turns.
First weekend day that we've been working on it. Already see a lot more cars in the parking lot, and I know Michael's been putting in some work, so we're gonna get out there. As you can see, got some new features stacked up. Tabletop right here, gonna be doubleable, or I guess jumpable. Big table leading into the first straight, so got that going. So the big purpose of working on these berms with the hand tools today, even after we already got a pretty good shape on them with just dumping the piles and doing a pre-pack by running over them with the skid steer and the gator, is you need to get that hand tool pack on them and that hand tool shaping to make sure they turn out nice and smooth. If you don't, if you just use that pre-pack, which is super important, but if you don't do that hand packing later on after the pre-packing with heavier equipment, you're just gonna get really lumpy and uneven berms. And for a riding surface, especially for this kind of trail, you don't want that. We want to be able to carry as much speed as we possibly can through these things. So it's really important to get these days where you got people out here that rake, shovels, and just like McLeods and hand tamps to go ahead and get a nice shape and even sheen to these berms to make them as nice and fast as possible. Michael drives up and over this tabletop, he's just making sure that everything's settled in nicely and there's no gaps that later on could cause the jump to like slightly cave in at some points or just have issues with being too lumpy. So getting that pre-pack is super important as well, and that's why you kind of drive over these features with maybe heavier machinery. You can't quite just drive up and over berms like that because it's just going to destroy them, but you can drive up the front and the back separately. And then with these are really nice because you can literally just drive right up and over them back and forth. All right, that's gonna wrap up week 1 of the build here at Dual Slalom, and I guess part 1 of the set of videos for this trail and this build. A really good week of work, got a lot done. We basically went from completely nothing to having the course you see kind of behind me here. We got 6 sets of berms in, and then we got to that table. We'll work on the shorter straight here, and then we'll get started on that bigger straight. Next week in the video, you can be looking, we're gonna get the big table in, big step down in, and then a big finishing table run out to the finish line. So really excited to get to work on that. We'll maybe be focusing a little bit on more of like overall building of those big features and what those features are going to look like, and probably test riding them a little bit too. So really excited to get onto that video for you guys. If you're not subscribed yet and want to subscribe, it's right down there. You can hit it. I wouldn't be too sad. I'd appreciate it. If you've been subscribed for a while and haven't hit notifications yet, think about doing that. It helps you keep up a little bit more with my videos. All right guys, I'm gonna say goodbye, and then we're gonna cut to a quick preview of what's going on with next week's build. See ya.